Work. Okay, cool. Yeah, so hop on. We're gonna work with the legs today.
Okay.
Oh, head down there, face up, feet towards me. Yeah, you're like hop on. Which way? What do you need? What do you need?
All right. Legs in through it.
Well, towards me at first. We're just gonna have you lay flat on the table. So we've done the leg sequence before, but I just want to start with just the swing.
Okay.
And we are gonna unwind here. So just doing some playing. And let's go ahead and let's do one leg at a time. Is there one leg that's particularly sore than the other, or are they the same?
I think we're going to find out.
I love how you have glitter on the bottom of your feet from like my house. That's so perfect.
I was going to say, how did that happen?
That happened. Glitter happened here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to gently just let one leg at a time just rock. As we can work with the swing and leg loops all bunched up together with both legs, or we can do like one leg at a time. I'm just going to do some full range of motion. Are the quads the main thing that are sore? Or just everything? Like, what's sore?
Yeah, like the quads that like in here. Probably mainly the quads. And it's funny, like this morning, I'm like, oh, this is great. I'm not sore. And then progressively throughout the day, I was like, oh.
Uh-oh. Well, we're going to get all the lactic acid out and give the legs a chance to fluff back up. Oh, yeah.
And yesterday, I was like, I'm going to see Jen tomorrow. We'll do the swing and
we'll work it out.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so just getting all of that energy that's built up in there. So how was the squats? How was the leg lifts and everything?
It was so interesting because I was super nervous. Like I was actually very, very nervous.
Interesting, yeah.
Just lifting the big weight. I was like, oh shit, here we go. And then so my first round, so we didn't do like the, what do you call it? We didn't max out like with one. We did 3 sets of 6 at 205. And,
okay.
But I, Tommy spotting me, and I didn't go all the way, like full 90 or past 90, It was more like doing sets to get me used to, he's like, you can't just pop in there and do it. You have to acclimate to the weight, you know?
Yeah.
So that's why he's trying to get me, like, give me a feel for what it's like, even just taking it off the rack.
Yeah.
But like for me, the biggest issue was, what the fuck are these knee things? And oh my God, and why are you trying to cut off all my circulation? So. But it was really kind of a good feeling, like you accomplished something at the end, and I was super nervous at first, but I did it, and that made me really happy.
Okay. So is this something you're going to do every time, or just every once in a while?
Oh,
or?
No. It's going to be probably, like, we might do the heavy squat, like, once a week, like that.
And what's the goal of doing that besides beating out the competition?
Well,
what's the goal with doing the heavy squats? Tell me what you're looking for.
Well, for me, I mean, the competition that's part of it for me.
Sure.
It's also, I'm just kind of curious, and it's something.
Okay.
And it's kind of fun. It's like almost like a little project, that Tommy and I are doing a
new toy.
Yeah, it's a new little let's see, and it was interesting. Like I was nervous. I'm like, I'm not doing it by myself. Tommy's there, Dane's there.
How's this stretching so far? Does it feel good?
This actually feels so nice.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, it's more just about let's I'm the curiosity, I think, mainly, and
that's beautiful. I'm sure they're so stoked to have you. That you're willing to, go for it with them, showing up. And kind of like green, right? A newbie, so they're like, okay, well, we'll start from the beginning.
Yeah, it's fun learning. I like learning this with you and learning that stuff with them. It's sort of it makes like the working out, the taking care of myself when you're learning stuff while we're at it.
Yeah.
Because like people will ask me, God, seems like you go to Jen a lot. I'm like, but I'm learning. it's
So they noticed.
yeah, but it's like
Yeah.
like you can skip this or that. I'm like, I know,
Yeah.
it's stimulating. I want to
Yeah.
know these things. And
Yeah, there's been a lot of progression too, right? Just like you're seeing results with the Muay Thai. If you see results, then you want to keep going, right?
yeah.
There's always another level, another layer for sure.
And you do. I mean, like, I feel supported by you, and it's like I'm
Mhm.
supported by them. It's nice to, versus like
Yeah.
going to the gym all by yourself.
Yeah.
There's the like the energy between us, you know, and
Exactly, the relationship.
yeah.
And like I know your entire life, basically, right?
Yes.
And it's kind of nice to have a confidant, right? When things come up, or we just talk about not only the logistics, but then what is the purpose, or what is the meaning, or like what are the skills that you can learn. And it's the same whether it's like the mind, the body, or the soul. It's really the growth that we're here for.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah.
I was actually even thinking on the way over here, because again, after our conversation last time when you were like, so why this Johnny Depp trial? What
Oh yeah.
what is the pull here? You know?
Yeah.
And it's even that I'm sitting there and I'm learning in it, and I think somebody, because I have a body language guy, and they talked about which was very interesting, and he's very clear, like, this isn't like you can't take everything I say verbatim, everybody's different, blah blah blah.
But in general,
Yeah.
if somebody gets all shifty,
yeah, and they're very much like you have to analyze somebody's baseline, and
exactly,
looking left, but anywho, but the whole thing is like they were how was he describing it, like I was telling you, like, for whatever reason when I saw her deposition, it just, I was so just like, this is making me want to crawl out of my skin, and then I have to get to the bottom of why, and he was saying it's because, like, basically you can call it your intuition or whatever, like,
that's right.
It's
sense.
Your sense, and your brain, you're trying to figure out what you can't, you're like desperately trying to understand what the deal is, why everything feels so wrong and off, and like, that's it. So yeah,
that's good. And hook the heel. I want to do this one stretch. It felt like it was really helping. Keep it straight if you can. Yeah, I was just coming in here and kind of massaging out the quads while giving them. So good. Yeah, so you can get the lactic acid out, and that way you won't be nearly as sore, right? As if you didn't do this work. You wouldn't be able to walk tomorrow.
I feel like it would be worse tomorrow.
For sure. Yeah, it's usually 2 days, right? Yeah, see that kerplunk that's happening there?
Is that just a big ball of lactic acid?
Yeah. That's tight. That's good. Yeah, you're discovering your quads after all this quad work we've been doing, because it's so funny. I had no idea that you were going to be doing the squats, but I was like, oh, maybe she'll do the forward folds with me.
Yeah. You know what? I was curious. I'm like, I wonder how it's going to go when we do that.
Yeah, because I have like kind of a lighter version that we can do, so we'll try it out and see if you like it.
And I know it'll be painful, but it'll be good pain. It'll be pain that my body will be thanking me for.
Right. Yep. Well, I'm glad you're so into it. It really is fun to watch your progress with the Muay Thai and what you're learning, and how there's, like you said, this uncanny similarity with the lessons or the conversations, but you really pushing your body in different ways. Then being willing to do the swing with me, the suspension training, I think it's a nice combination, a nice complement.
Yeah.
What you're doing.
It does. It feels,
Put with feet in for me. I really like the one where we put this behind your upper back. Like, go ahead and this one. Ew.
I know, like, oh god!
It's the hard part, is getting in. And then we're gonna keep this spread out. Good. And do chillaxing arms. Does this feel okay? Got a little twisted.
I think it did, yeah.
Let's just try it.
I did.
There we go. go ahead and lean back into that. You can get it a little lower if you need. There you go. Yeah, so now we're going to bend the knees and do like the sway from side to side and dynamic twists, right? Oh. Knees go around. Yeah. So let's do that with the knee. Oh no, they're not going anywhere. That's it. Okay. That was it. Okay. I was working on the push today. So yeah, and then the feet are supported so you have something to push into. Yeah. And just let the upper body sway in space. Just let it kind of do its thing. Yeah.
Oh, my upper body really wants to go with it. It's funny.
Yeah, do it. Go with it. So what I like to do with these is I actually like pull the feet up while pushing the knees down, and that creates like a totally different stretch, right? Than this direction. So we're playing with that. So you're gonna. I know you like me doing it.
I know. It me out. Oh.
There you go. Let's go a little bit deeper there. Mm-hmm. And I'll do a little pull to this side. That's
Ooh, okay.
yeah, it's good. It's because I doubled it up on the side. It kind of hops sometimes over it. There you go. Really good. I'm going to give you a little push here too.
Oh.
With the sound effect.
Jerome.
Yeah, let's do that on the other side. Beautiful. Yeah, so the pull is so nice because I can hook at the knees here, or I can actually pull the fabric, and then you have to give me feedback of which one you like more. Fabric?
There's the fabric.
There's one. Or knees.
Oh, the knees are definitely deeper.
I thought the knees were deeper, yeah. But I like this idea because this hand just fits in well here, but for me to get this push, I have to do this way. So, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, one or the other. It's just fun because I'm coming up with different sequences, so then I get to notice what feels like what, you know?
Yeah.
The push is good, but I like the pull as well. And they're both just so different.
They do. They hit me in two different ways.
Mm-hmm, exactly. Beautiful. Wow. Good. Open it up. Yay, so that's like my next favorite. And then go ahead and let all the fabric bunch up behind the knees now. And just play a little bit in the space. I know you like it when I do it, but free flow a little bit. And see not only the upper body, but see what the legs need in this position. See what they want to do. Yeah, you can straighten them or keep them bent. Yeah, just flow. And I'll come in and do some stretches from the upper body. Get some openness here. Keep the legs going. Oh. Nice.
Yeah. The swing is kind of lovely.
It's just kind of lovely.
It is. It's sort of like being rocked.
It is, especially on the table when we can get these big twists for you. It's like, oh, that's so nice. Just kind of rock back and forth. Because we're really wanting to open up the fascia and connective tissue, not just stretch the muscles. That's why we like this kind of harmonic motion that happens in the body. That's it. Mm-hmm. So there's the swing, of course, pulling on the leg loops. That is one version. And then, of course, keep clasping. But then I can also hold the arms, which is like a deeper stretch, right? Mm-hmm. Can't forget about the upper body. So we're going to let everything bunch up and gather at the hips. So whatever way you want to do that.
Both directions?
Mm-hmm.
There
you go.
Trying to figure out how to do the legs once that happens.
I know, you're like, got one. Yeah.
So we can do this without falling out. I really think that through.
No, it's good. You're on the right track. Yes. Put it on like a pair of pants.
Exactly.
Okay. And then get the right combination because this looks good. The blue one's a little bit more spread out. The yellow ones are okay bunched up.
I think so.
Okay. Just gonna get that one so it's unknotted. There we go. Awesome. Well, you know what's next. We're going to wrap just one leg around, so bring it out and around. Yes. Good. Big spiral with sound effects.
And get it in between, yeah?
You can, yeah. So if you want to get it in between, go this way. That way it's okay, but this would be like less tension. Yeah. And then let the foot relax. Yeah. You can let the knee come out to the side like you are. The other one can be straight if that's okay. We'll do some more quad stretching. If you want, your neck can slide up to the little nape, right? So you can, just, is that good?
Mm-hmm.
You can be a little bit more on the table if you want. Yeah, arms overhead, perfect. Experiment. That's really beautiful.
Lengthen it out.
Yeah, get some space. And also enjoy a mini inversion while you're there.
Yeah.
So we can externally rotate. There we go. Lift and spin. There's a little bit of a glitch in there. Huh?
It's a little bit like, ooh, what's happening?
Oh, wait. Yeah. Come back. And then internally rotate. Let's go all the way over. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, IT bands as well. Let's get those real good today.
Oh, yeah, I bet those are tight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Let that knee bend. Yeah. We'll just let it hang for a minute. So we can push and pull in the space, but sometimes just hanging out. Are you too full for belly?
I'm good.
You sure? Okay, you're like, uh-oh. I can hear the gurgles already. Don't push too hard. So yeah, just kind of hanging out and just letting everything unwind is also really good in this position. So, back is feeling okay with this pressure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. You let me know if you need any adjustments. You can spread things out or have you come up. Because this is great because you're in a big bow. You can also be flat on the table if it ever becomes too much. But this is a great belly stretch, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to just help the psoas release while we're here. And lengthen through the hip flexor into the quad. So what else did you guys do besides the squats?
Well, we did a few other lifts after that, but the squat was pretty much all we did. That was our focus.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted me to... That was kind of my first experience of it. So it was interesting. Got to learn a lot. And, yeah. But I didn't like the leg wraps, but I also understand that...
It's for safety?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Especially the knees?
Yeah. And usually good about every time. Like, you okay? You good?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta tell me if anything feels weird.
Mm-hmm.
And he's very, and I think I like too, like, he's in sync with you as far as form and everything is so important to him.
Super important when you're lifting that much weight.
Yeah, and even with Muay Thai, and it's very, like, it's like you gotta, all your body needs to be working together.
That's right.
So I like that they kind of, you guys play off of each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I get reinforcement from both of you in the same thing.
Exactly. Okay, go ahead and see if you can bring that leg wide and around. Let it hook. Good. Good movements, like you're swimming through space. Right one comes out. Let's go ahead and do a stretch here before you rotate down. Yep. Now the joint. And then wide and around. Oop. It doesn't love that. Everybody's got a little glitch there. And then internally rotate. Let's just kind of work that quad. And IT band. Beautiful. Anytime you feel like the inversion is too much, come on up. Stay for as long as you like.
Inversions, I can definitely stand longer than when on the table than when I'm just hanging.
Exactly, and they are so good for you. This really resets the whole energy system. All this space is opening up in the front of the spine that we don't normally get, especially after sitting all day, right?
Yeah.
Counterbalance all the sitting. Okay, I'm just going to work the quad, get into the hip flexor. Psoas connection, it's such a great way to access this tight part of the body. You know, sitting will compress the hip flexor, and if that knee wants to bend, yeah, just let it hang off the side there. And now you're in the full lotus position when you're in a back bend here. It's beautiful.
Oh, this is a lotus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if there wasn't a table there, you would reach back and grab your foot. That's what we call lotus, but half lotus is just with the one leg wrapped and laying on the table.
Oh.
Yep. So I'm going to do a little tractioning here just to create a little bit of space. Yeah, just pressing down towards the knee, the hip flexor. And then I'm going to do some dynamic tension where I'm pulling up with one hand and pulling down with the other. Totally different feelings, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So it creates a lot of movement in space, especially right in here is called the iliac valve at the iliac crest. Say that fast. And that's where the small intestine and large intestine connect, and this is a really great area to release for the digestion.
Oh, good. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So yeah, getting some movement in space in there. I can feel the little valve. And sometimes it'll go like, it's really funny. All right, I'm just doing a little body wash to bring out the quads. Beautiful. This leg's gonna come up, around. Not yet. We're gonna stay here.
Oh.
That's okay. Go ahead and do the external rotation. I just didn't want you to come all the way up. Keep going. External. Yes. There you go. Another lengthener. Is that hitting right here? Where are you
It's
feeling
actually
that?
hitting out here.
Out there. Okay. Good to know. So let's go ahead and get that.
Oh, now it's hitting
yeah.
there.
Let's get that inner line. There we go. You were saying that was feeling tight, right? Good. You're already so flexible, but it is nice to open that up after all that lifting.
Yeah.
Right there, yeah.
That feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, muscles and all kinds of things I never knew.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
I know. Ow. Oh.
What was that?
All right, and then straight back. Let's just go straight out of the joint, doing some tractioning. I'm just going to lean back. A little bit of a pulse. Beautiful. Now, if you're up for it, we're going to go into Jackknife and then turn it over into our forward fold. So I think we did this once.
Oh, we did, and
Yeah.
it was laughable. Let's see how we do.
Yeah, let's see how it goes. We can always demo, but I'll try and talk you through it. So instead of this foot hooking, it's going to go straight up in the air. Straight up. And then over towards the windows. Nope, this side. Yep, straight leg the whole time. Yeah, and then roll, come up onto the table a little bit. Because I think it'll help.
Give me a little leverage.
There you go, yeah. Little leverage, there you go. So yeah, now you can move. And then what I like to do is I kind of like to dig into the QL, the quad. So yeah, just come over to the side a little bit. Yeah, there you go. Cool. That's great. But just with the lower body. Now your upper body is going to twist in the opposite direction. That's good. Yeah, you're doing it. I'm just going to keep working this hip. Push this way. Okay. Give me this arm. Push and pull in the space. Yes. Bringing it out. That's gorgeous. Okay, stay there. I know, I just giggle. You're like, that's really confident building. Yeah. This foot hooks, that's right, to keep leverage. And then let's pull out of the joint and get a little space this way. Yeah, this is really one of my favorite poses. I've been really loving the Jackknife.
It does feel nice.
It does feel great. Cool. Okay, and then what happens is this foot goes back up in the air, like that. And then this one comes out to the side. Cool. And then just hold on to your legs.
Oh,
I think you go that way. Yeah. And then you kind of roll. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can just roll over in the space. But first we'll do this one. This is a good one too.
Oh.
So it's kind of like Recline Twist, right? Good.
I love all the twisting. I just feel like it just
Yeah.
all the gunk.
And then we'll scissor the legs.
Woo!
Mm-hmm. And like the way I normally do it is like I shimmy and then I get like just shimmy onto your belly so you keep rolling.
Even with this leg on this side.
Oh, you know, it helps to grab the handle. That's right.
Oh.
Yeah. And then you roll, onto the top quad of that one. And this knee is going to stay bent. So that was the full leg rotation. Get off the private parts.
I know. I'm like,
You're like, hold on. No children for you.
Oh.
You know, you just lift and then there you go.
There it is.
Okay.
Woo!
That was smooth. Okay.
Well, smoother than I think the first time.
Yeah.
Sure. There we go.
Do you mind holding on to the handhold? Get back up here.
Where are you?
There you go. Okay, cool. And this leg is this knee bends and comes off the table. Yeah, like that. Perfect. Does that feel about right?
Yeah. My foot might slip a little, but I'm okay.
You know what? Try the other hand. Let's try holding on with the other hand and see if you like that better. So release that one. Let's see if you grab this one if you like it. Yeah, I think it's this one.
There we go.
There we go. Yes.
Ooh, this arm's tighter.
Oh, good. Well, we found it. And you can try both arms to see which one feels better, but that feels like a diagonal is a little bit more stable. Yeah, and if it's too much on the shoulder, you can always release that at any time and just lay on the table.
I might do that.
You might
Give
do
it a
that.
second.
You're like, I might do that just 1 second. Yeah, that's all acceptable. And this leg can actually lay on the table instead of just hanging off too. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
Break.
Okay. And then just, this is what we were, you're good. Just flat. You're good.
All right.
You're like, I can do this.
Woo.
And what we're going to do is we're going to pump, right? So we're going to pulse and start to push the quad down and at the same time kind of wiggle it.
Whoop.
Oh, it's okay. Go ahead and slide it back up over the speed bump.
Ugh, that is a big speed bump.
Uh-huh. No, that's good. We'll just hang out there.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're at the bottom of
Yeah.
it.
It's okay. Just keep pushing and then we'll get it to go back up too. Yeah. So try bending the knee and then push down at the same time. So bend the knee and push down even more. Down, 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 down. Yeah. And let it slide up. Yeah, like that.
Oh. It's like not moving.
The pants. You have to wear the right pants. So what we're doing is we're just trying to wring out the quad, so it's okay. I can pull it up and down for you too and assist. So we can get the inside, the outside. There you go. And you can, direct how much pressure is on it. So we're just going to do one at a time here, but when we go into forward folds, we do both at the same time, right? Oh yeah, your favorite. Wow.
Try not to moan too much.
Keep pulsing with the foot up and down. Yeah, there you go. You're like, you do it. It's kind of like a little water pump, right? And then I'm going to squeeze. Now this is going to be more intense, right? With the squeeze. Go ahead and pulse. Yes. Very good. So just squeezing the swing together. There you go. We'll get into the IT band. Break it out. Okay. So, transition, you can just release. Yeah, you're like, what is she gonna make? What is she gonna make me do now? Let's flip over and try the other side and see how it goes.
All right.
Okay.
Getting into that position.
So everything behind your back. Let's start with the upper back, and then slide down to the hips. You're doing great.
Just kind of glow. What
You're
the?
like,
Oh, it's me.
Why? she's videotaping me. Wait. I know this is on video.
Oh, the lower back.
Yeah. One leg wraps around. I think the other one.
Is it this one? Because this is the one we have to do next.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And then
Jackknife. So let this leg come up and out and then over. Yes. See, you got this. And then give me this arm. That's right. We're doing good.
Ooh.
Stretch. Opposite directions. Beautiful. Big twist. Push and pull in the space with a twist.
Oh man, I'm killed for it to Kurt do this.
I know. Well, I've been getting him into some fun poses. So yeah. Awesome. Beautiful. And then stay there. I'm going to come around and pull.
Okay.
Yeah. I just like both for each one of the poses just to see. So,
Sorry.
you know what? I'll go this way. I think that's, yeah, there we go.
Foot stays in there.
Yeah, I can also hold it for you too, which is nice.
Oh yeah, that's helpful.
Have that extra hand.
I just don't want it to flail.
I know. We've got a good track record so far. But yeah, that could happen. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Just doing a little hook to have a good grip on the ankle so I can pull. And then let's go ahead and bring this leg out to the side. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then this one goes straight up. Straight up. Yeah. And then there you go. Ta-da! You're so flexible. And then this one goes on this side. And then be careful. This one goes onto the table. Roll so that all the fabric lands on your quad instead of your coochie.
Yeah.
Your
Let's
coochie
give it a
coo.
little lower to start with. Maybe I'll.
Yeah.
I mean.
Sound effects and all. Okay, not yet. So reach back and grab for the handhold. So come on up and try some twists. Yeah, so try that one. So we're doing a shoulder stretch, right? And then let this knee bend and come off the table. Mm-hmm. There you go. There's that one. So we want to actually get, and then you can start pumping the leg up and down, just really gentle, letting it slide. So that's one direction. Now try the diagonal, because I think the handhold with the diagonal works a little bit better. That one releases. Mm-hmm. And you come back onto the table.
Oh, the diagonal arm.
Yeah, the diagonal arm. All right. Yes.
Where are my others?
There it is. Yeah. And you can use a wrist wrap too, so it's a little bit more comfortable. There you go. A little better, right?
And then I just come down, right?
Yeah, come down, but let this leg come out to the side a little bit. Yeah. Beautiful. I know, that's a big one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Just let the head rest. So yeah. So it's that angry later. So don't forget the leg, right? Because right now we're gonna So we're gonna play with internal and external rotation, going back and forth, pumping, and just letting this foot explore in the space.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. And come out a little further, and then come back in. You don't have to stay here forever, because we are going to focus on just the single quad, where we're going to let your arm release and get comfortable with your body just laying flat, and the leg can go straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then we're going to slowly let everything slide down. So you do the pump with the leg. So make sure it doesn't go too fast don't lift too high, right?
No, don't lift too high.
Yeah, because when you lift up, that's when it slides. And I'm going to do the pull. So I'm tractioning the skin, and you're doing the pressure. Good.
I bend my knee a little, is that right?
You can, yeah. It just what feels good. You know, I think if you bend your knee, you get a little bit more, right? You keep it straight, and it might slide a little faster. So you can. Let's work on the IT band a little bit more. There you go. That's it. Good. How's that feel?
Good.
Mm-hmm. So you've done this before with both legs. Do you like one leg at a time, or do you like both?
I mean, I kind of like one only because it's, you know.
You can kind of isolate.
Yeah.
And when we do both, it kind of squeezes the legs together instead of getting the inner thigh and outer thigh.
Yeah, it's like more, it's like more with just the one.
Good. Thank you for that feedback. It's helpful. I'm just going to keep pulling back and forth. Let's let it slide down so we get into that major hump.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. And now I'm going to do the squeeze too. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I feel like this hump isn't as big as my left.
Oh, we're getting there.
Oh, we're not there yet.
Yeah,
Maybe that's why.
Yeah. Interesting. We're just,
I don't know don't feel it.
Well, that's good. There you go.
I mean, I don't feel pain, I should have said.
Yeah.
I felt,
Yeah, right there.
oh yeah.
That's the one. I feel like I'm pumping water in the 1800s with the little handle. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I
Like
do.
The handle at the well, like pumping your leg.
It's weird. I had a little streak where I was trying to watch things and keep my mind occupied and not look at doom and gloom news.
Oh, good.
And I started watching. There was like this person who does, you know, it shows what it's like to live in the 1800s, what it's like to make breakfast,
Right.
you know, and things like that. Oh my God, such an ordeal.
It's such an ordeal. just to feed yourself and clothe yourself. You know, it's just like so much energy just going into the basics.
Yeah, it's wild.
I love your rendition. Such an ordeal.
And I'm like that, and then this there was this cake decorating.
Oh yeah.
But the person doesn't say anything. They're just decorating this fancy cake, and I just get mesmerized.
I really love those cake shows, I have to tell you.
Yeah, it's like they're, you know, with the what do you call it, the little thing they squeeze the frosting out of
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm totally, it like puts me in a trance.
And it's like sugar, so sure your body's like,
Well, I'm more just fascinated with, wow, look at how they make it look so
precise.
easy.
I know.
And what they do, the flowers and the, you know, like the lattice and like, it's crazy.
Well, I'm loving this move with sliding it up just one side. What do you think of that?
I really like it.
Okay, good. It's nice. I know we're talking about cakes, but it's good to get feedback on on the swing too. No, it just feels like this is really helping.
Yeah.
Like the position where I'm able to pull down on your calf and got the foot hooked, and just working the outside, because the inside tends to be a little bit more tender, so I don't like to push and pull as hard. But then we can do just tiny back and forth movement. Push and pull.
Getting all that out of it.
Getting it all out. That's right. Wringing it out. I'm so glad that you did squats, because I was like, oh, I hope Checka will let me do legs with her.
It's kind of perfect timing, because
It
I was like,
is.
you know, if we do legs today, it's going to be painful, but it's going to be so good for me.
That's right. And then you can just bend the knee and let that come off. Yeah.
Oh, just all the way?
Yeah. There you go. For our grand exit. There's other ways to exit, but that's good.
Yeah.
And then we are going to get into the forward fold, so go ahead and push back into a child's pose. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm going to let this come forward. That's it. Just see how your new quads feel.
Yeah, I mean, I was, like, when I came in, I sat down to pee, I was like, oh!
Yeah, you're hobbling a little, right? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get all of the fabric at the lower ribs, and we're going to start in our up dog. Okay, so go ahead and lean forward. You can put your hands on the front of the table and push your hips forward. Yeah, and just let that, yeah, that's it. Open up the chest, lift through the crown of the head, and just, you can even pull yourself forward a little bit more to create tension on the swing. Yeah, use your knuckles. How is your wrist? Is your wrist doing okay?
It's feeling better. I was hoping
Okay.
we could do a little more work.
Absolutely.
Keep going.
Yeah, I like how you immediately went to fists. Though.
Oh,
That
did
was-
you?
I did notice, yeah.
Now it's like a part of my thing.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to play with some arm stuff here too. So see what it's like to bring the arms wide, keep lifting up, and then even overhead, and notice the difference in the stretch. Yeah, there you go. And just do a little bit of a rainbow with the arms coming up and out. And isn't that amazing how the swing can hold you here?
Yeah.
I'm not. There we go. I just want it to be a little bit higher to get the belly stretch. Can you feel how it's stretching the skin? So amazing. So I usually just do some waving the fans with the arms. Good. Mm-hmm. Now I was playing with, and just see how your shoulders like it, because my shoulders of course are different, but I was playing with holding onto the handholds and doing like a little bit of lifting like this, and see if that works for your shoulders.
This isn't gonna slip, right?
I hope not. We'll see what happens. You signed the waiver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So just kind of playing with like lifting and then lowering. Oh yeah.
Shit.
It's the boobs.
I don't have anything to stop it, is the problem.
I was like, they're not gonna slide up. You're like, okay, never mind.
Everything slides past my
I love how you keep going. You're just looking down like,
Yeah,
okay,
like,
it's coming. If it gets up to your neck, stop. And what I want you to do is I want you to walk forward on your knees and have a little bit more tension and see if it's still possible to reach for the handholds. It might not, and we're just experimenting. Yeah. Yeah, they're all the way back there.
There's one.
Yeah.
And that shoulder's like,
There you go.
there we go.
Cool. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Straighten. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, they're gonna go.
Okay. And then release your hands. That's good. That's that. That's good. Well, keep pressing forward because we're gonna let it slide down. Yeah. And then we're gonna go into our cat cows. Remember, we did the one where now you're just gonna roll down and let your body kind of droop over the table and round in like you're doing the cat cow, like curling through the navel. Yeah. So arms can actually come down. Yeah. So we're digging into the belly, and then go ahead and press back up, and then come into the up. And just let it slide up and down the belly a little bit from the lower ribs down to the top of the hips. So as we roll down, you let your upper body drape around your back, then the swing can kind of dig in more, like around the navel and slide towards the hips. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, like that. So you don't have to lift the hips as high, but you're more rounding the middle back. You don't normally do that. Yeah, so you have to kind of push the hips forward a little bit. And then start to come back up. You can use your hands, yeah. Use your back to strengthen and then lift. And we just kind of do that, a few undulations like that, up and down. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then this last one, dig into the belly. Start to, wiggle forward. We can start to let that slide towards the hip flexors and come into the forward fold. That's it. Yeah, your feet might even float off the table once you let your whole upper body drape. We made it.
Feeling it on the outside of the quads already.
Yeah. Just let there be some length in space at first. Right? Mm-hmm. No weight in the arms. Yeah, there you go. Just let it all go. Your pigtails are super cute today.
Thank you. What's funny is Tommy banned me from doing pigtails at my workouts.
Oh, really?
He's like, they split your brain in half. One ponytail.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's science behind that.
Well, he actually said, I guess it's a Muay Thai girls, it's a whole thing. Like, they brush all the knots out. They brush all of the crap. At everything is clean and smooth. And then they do their, ponytail and wrap it up in a braid or something.
Mm-hmm.
But everything is like brushing your hair out. It's like brushing out all of the fuss,
The tension.
Yeah, like a whole thing.
I see. Okay. So before we get into quads, I want to do just a little bit of work where we hook outside in. So you can let your upper body still hang, but the legs are going to hook outside in. Yeah, bend the knees. That's it. Yeah. So it's a little bit of a quad stretch. And then I want you to just play with, if you don't keep pulling your knees down, you're going to slide out, right? So keep the knees pulling down. And then just play with, what is it like to do, just do a little bit of twisting from side to side here with the upper body, with the lower body. Just kind of experiment and play. Yeah, just this gentle rocking. That was perfect. And just see what that feels like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might slide a little. It's okay, but not too much. Yeah. Just kind of using the fabric to dig in already to that outer upper hip.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Getting into the quads. Go ahead and extend again.
Here we go. Okay.
And we're just going to do that real gentle pulsing, like we're pumping with the legs. And you can just slowly start to let it slide towards your knees. You can also do this thing, where you kind of wiggle a little from side to side like you're fishtailing to get it to slide.
Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shuffles.
Oh. Oh, yay, it's working. But yeah, just see what it feels like to do. Almost even like semicircles or little spirals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're doing so good. I know when we first did the quads, it was like, what on earth is hiding in there?
Yeah.
The little gremlins are hiding in there.
It's wild.
Just take your time with it. Make it more about this harmonic motion than digging in. Just kind of the hydration and lubrication of these muscles, but also all the connective tissue. That's great. How's that feel?
Ooh, intense but good.
Ooh.
I like the whole, just make it harmonic. Don't try to do too much.
Right, or make it too intense, right? Just let's see if the body can relax into it a little bit more. Oh yeah, I can feel the tightness in the quads. For surezies. We haven't even hit the grand monument.
There yet.
Yeah, it's right. The next stage down. But yeah, does it get a little bit less intense as it releases? How does it? Yeah,
it does. When we first got into that, it was like really wincing.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Just giving it a chance to unravel. Okay, it's time. Next level. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, right there. Yeah.
Breathe it into it.
Ooh. Yeah, and you can go slow, and at the same time you're doing these tiny little pulses, right, where the toes touch down and then come back up.
Right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I know.
Side to side.
The brain's like one at a time. It's kind of like little spirals. Then if we go side to side and pulse up and down, it's kind of like a spiral, right? Yeah. There you go.
Kind of getting a spiral.
Yeah. And do-si-do, your partner. Yeah. I know. They're little quads. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just so not used to this much pressure, but there's so much tightness in the fascia and the connective tissue that binds it all up. So this is great to be wringing it out.
Do most people have a list in their quads?
Most.
Okay.
99% of the population is storing their anger in their quads.
Oh, it's anger, huh? Quads are angry elves.
Yeah, those little angry elves. and other emotions, but a lot of anger.
One of my favorite lines from that movie.
Yeah.
He's an angry elf.
Yeah, and it usually affects the low back, right? And then the lower back is real tight. And they never really want to get into those quads. Well, I know it's anger because every time we stretch them, they're like, fuck! And I'm like, leave me alone! I know, don't touch them! They go, there it is. A whole slew of emotions, but yeah. Liver lines. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. I'm going to try this move too. I know we did a little bit of this last time, but I'm just going to give a little pull. You're like, that's fantastic.
I'm surprised I'm not sweating
I
right
know, you think you are. I think your feet are sweating.
now. Oh, maybe it's all in my feet, not in my head.
Oh, I'm so glad we're using this for the training video. So this is Cecca. This is what we do.
Oh, shoot, yeah.
I love it. No, we gotta entertain people. Okay, one more round. One more layer down. You can do it. Yep. Oh.
Oops, I think I brushed over something.
Yeah, a little far. Get back in there. Oh my god. Yeah. See how honest you are? You're like, that wasn't the most intense spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But the most intense spot, like, kicked me out. It like kicked me over.
It does.
Bye.
It hops over the speed bump. It's really amazing. All right. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, you're
It
welcome.
needs to happen.
Yeah, sorry,
It needs to
you're
happen.
welcome. Okay, we're gonna do the squeeze.
Here we go.
Oh. Just in like a pulsing motion. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna push down when I squeeze. Okay. Just to wring out those IT bands. Mm-hmm.
Holy shipples.
Mm-hmm. Nicey, nicey. Just like a few rounds of the gentle swing and rocking. Yeah. Anything that feels good. Whew, plus that's a lot of inversion, so we're gonna let you come up in just a minute here. Mm-hmm. And of course the easiest exit is when you feel ready, just let it slide off the legs. Yeah.
Oh.
And then just wiggle yourself off the side of the table instead of trying to pull yourself up.
I can pull myself
Okay.
up.
Okay. Grace and ease. And she's back.
You know, I feel like I would have flopped had I not
Right.
tried to go
There is
sideways.
Well, we're not done yet. Now we go to the heart, right?
Heart,
Yeah.
okay.
All the
Behind me?
fabric behind the heart. Yeah, behind you. Yeah, no more in front.
Woo!
Good job. Okay, let those puppies relax. We're going to keep the swing a little bit higher so it's on the shoulder blades. Yeah, and then you can use chillaxin arms again and just lean back. Just take a moment to breathe and reset. Yeah, let the legs extend and just land. Show up on the table again. And we'll finish up with some neck, but wondering if you have a favorite that you want to practice in terms of.
Then actually the neck, and we did I love that we did stomach stuff because that would have been another thing I would have wanted to do. So
Okay.
yeah, the neck sounds great.
Well, any particular pose that or combination that you want to do with the neck? Do you like one behind the heart and one at the neck? Do you like one like side to side like the choka? Do you want everything around the neck? What do you want?
I like everything around the
Yeah.
neck.
Let's do that then. Yeah.
Okay. Like, well, which one's when it's just like one right here? Which is the most intense with everything, or just one?
Most intense is everything.
Okay,
for
cool.
sure.
Then that's
yeah.
what I want.
Yeah. Okay, good. These
This,
little
like-
hairs. I don't know how you live like that. Okay. There we go. We're not going to pull those. There you go. Let your hands be just slightly higher. There you go. Perfect. And then just nod. So lift the chin. Let me pull here a little. Yeah. Keep the chin a little bit more lifted for me. Right there.
My ear is just a little. There we go.
Yeah, it was curling in. Little chin a little bit more lifted. Not that much. Right there. Yeah. That's it. I call it chin neutral. So that way when I pull it doesn't come flying off.
Oh,
You're like, I can't hear you. Okay, good. And now I want you to do a little bit more side to side. So you're going to participate, and just play with stretching it out. Wah.
I think I lost the one behind.
Yeah, you have to keep the chin lifted a little bit more. Or you know what you can do is you can slide your bum towards the windows, so you're going to be a little bit more underneath the fabric. That'll help.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, get those little hairs. Hold on one sec.
They bug you, I know.
Well, I don't want to pull on them. Go ahead. Now you're good. Yeah. So cool. So just try it. Like, pull your bum. Just keep your pull your bum closer. Yeah, and that allows you to come down more. So you see how like now you're not pushed back so far. Mm-hmm. Good. And this time when we go side to side, just keep the chin neutral, and that way, it won't slide off. Perfect. Oh, is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you have the hands a little bit hard, above your head, then it won't doesn't matter if you have your knuckles into your cheek, but this way you have a little bit more space. Yeah, this one a little bit higher, right
I
there.
don't even realize I'm touching my own head.
Yeah.
Until I pull it away.
There we go. Oh, feel good?
I love this so much.
Amazing, right? Let's do this side one more time. Yep, chin lifted. There we go. Let's hold on to it for you. chin. Mm-hmm. I'm coming in this way.
Oh.
Perfect. Yeah, so it's more like ear to shoulder. Yeah, like that. There we go. Mm-hmm. I'll release the jaw and everything today. We don't normally do that one.
Yeah, oh, I like this one.
Mm-hmm. See, my hand gets in there too and gets stuck. Oh, yeah. Very good. And I want you to go ahead and just roll around and push and pull in the space yourself and see what feels good today. You'll see if you can get the fabric to slide up and down the neck. Yeah, you can push and pull on the sides that way. So the more that you awaken and traction the fascia, it'll get new blood and oxygen in there and release the kind of stuckness. It hardens, right, from all the neck tension. Create more suppleness in there. That's it. Good. A little bit of work. Pulling, pushing in the space. That's it. Yeah. So pulling with one hand, pushing with the other. That's great. Mm-hmm.
That's my fave.
Mm-hmm.
Just I never turn my neck. You know?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Don't dig into those scalings like this in any position. Now, I want you to try one more thing. If you want to increase the intensity just slightly, you can bend your knees and push your feet into the table.
Okay.
Yeah. And then lift your hips while you do that, from swaying from side to side. Push into your feet and lift your hips. Yeah. Right? That's a whole nother level.
Yes,
it
is.
Being able to dig in. Now, of course, you can do the kind of more gentle restorative, but if you really felt like you wanted more pressure, then you can just lift and get your body weight into the neck a little bit more.
Oh, I'm going to build up to that for sure.
Yeah, it's not necessary, but it's an option.
I'm so gonna. I like that.
Yeah, especially after all that quad stuff, your body's like, let's just be gentle about it. Yeah.
Give me a little love.
That's right. So we're just going to do this, perfect, gentle rocking, nodding, tractioning here, just holding at the occipital ridge, allowing there to be a release of the cranial bones, cervical spine. Really good. Really good warm-up lap. Okay, we're going to get you on the table. Finish up. It's simple.